Because today it's either you tell me what you do or I follow you back to anywhere you're going to. There is this digital marketing tech, there's also software engineering tech, and he broke it down and he told me that okay, I can be a game developer.
Hi guys, Dima here. How are you? Hope you're keeping well. Hope you're fine. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today, for today's content, I brought in a professional software developer to come tell us about himself, how he was able to navigate his life choices, because I know that there are people out there who think that there's nothing out there for them. They think that they are hopeless or they don't have options. But with his story, I hope that you get inspired and know that for every person, there's something that you can do and there's something that you can contribute. Tell us about yourself, your name, and what you do and how you started.
Okay. Hello everyone. My name is Charles Orafu and I'm a software developer. I'm a graduate of economics. In 2017, I asked myself, after leaving the university, is there a possibility that you'll be successful? That was one of the questions. And also, I wanted to be a problem solver because here in Nigeria, we have so many issues in our economy, finance, and I'm like, yeah, I won't be able to do everything, but at least I need to try and do the little I can. There is this guy then in school that I noticed that I know I was struggling back then in school. I noticed that this guy is he's not very rich, but he's comfortable. Somehow I could sense it that he does something legit, and I said, okay, let me just observe more and see what happened. And there was a day he called in. I'm like, please, I want to know what do you do? I didn't speak English. I spoke Pidgin. I was very sincere, open. Like, can you tell me like what they do? Where they do money? You know, this guy didn't tell me. He just laughed and said, "Guy, focus on school. Leave it here. They do." I said, I'm serious. I want to know. You know, this guy didn't tell me he graduated. I still have that, that spirit of okay, look for something and to do. And there was a day I saw him, came for his clearance. Immediately I saw him, I ran to him. I'm like, Fabros, you come, how your side? How is life after school? And his legs, and he said, fine. And I asked him again, bros, today it's either you tell me what you do or I follow you back to anywhere you're going to. Yeah, so I followed him. You know, I followed him to his house, and at some point he was open. So he told me that he's into tech. He broke it down that there is this digital marketing tech, there's also software engineering tech, and he told me that I can be a game developer, I can be a digital marketer, and I can also be an automation tester. But for him, this is what he does, which is software engineering that he codes. So I should go back and check it out and just try and weigh the chances of being successful in either of them. But all of them, if I'm serious with it, I'll be successful. I said, okay. I thanked him. Like, and I went back home. Do you know I didn't think? I just called him back after a few minutes. I'm like, you see, that one way they do, I told the pigeon, that one, I want to do that one. Yeah, let's see how it goes. I said, okay. But he asked, what did you think about it? I said, I already think, see, I want to do that one. I don't want to know how intense it will be. I'm really ready to start it. And he said, okay. The next day, we went to Learning Center where I enrolled as a website developer. They do website stuff. The guy told me that, okay, I can be coming twice in a week because I was still my 400 level. We agreed. And I managed to pay the funds like installmentally, three, four, five times. And it was just 30,000. Then I didn't have, I didn't have enough money and struggling. And there was a day I went to the learning center, and my boss he told me that he won't be teaching me anymore. That why did I even switch from from economics department, social science to science? Why? That he won't teach me. That he's not sure that I will even understand. That what will happen is, okay, he'll teach other computer science students, and later they'll come and teach me. I said, but I paid the same money. When he told me that, I was devastated.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is someone that wants to learn.
Yeah.
how to prefer solutions.
Yeah.
The first time, the first impression, everything, looking at see if it's something that won't happen. So I did something. I said, since my boss has decided to do this
Mm.
and I still want to learn, I need to go solo.
Mm.
Yeah. What I did was I went back to my hostel and I observed that power is always normally restored at 12 midnight. Once it's 5 a.m., it goes
Mm.
off. I need to take this sacrifice. I need to make this sacrifice. I don't know where this will head at. I don't know where I would get to, but somehow I feel it would be worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, somehow I just feel. Now, if it's economics, my course of study, somehow I will know that okay, this, but this is a different.
Ball game.
Yeah, it is. And I said, okay, 12 midnight, I wake up. I always set my alarm and I would study, I would go through so many
Watch
YouTube
different
videos,
YouTube videos
so
of
many
coding.
coding. I read some books, and also Dormitory School was one of the great website that helped me. And something happened. My boss gave everybody an assignment: go build a website using Bootstrap. So Bootstrap is a CSS framework, and I went back. 12 midnight, did my studies. I built my own website. You won't believe what happened. That day, I showed him. I said, "Sir, this is my own website, Bootstrap." When he looked at it, he said, "No, you did not do this." Yes, he said, "This is templates. There is no how you would tell me that you built this from scratch." I said, "Sir, I did." He said, "Okay, come, show me how to do this. Modify this, remove this and add this."
Yeah,
In
he was
front,
shocked.
in front of him, I was doing everything. He didn't agree. He said, "Hey, you did it, but there is no way." Yes. I'm like, damn. Okay, for you, there is no, but trust me, I built this from scratch. And what helped me? The fact that I didn't give up.
Mm.
Yes, I was relentless. I saw that as a challenge. I saw it as an incentive, and I felt proud. Though he didn't see, he never expected it. When you don't give much to your students, somehow you expect them not to even do more.
Mm.
But there's really no limit to what someone can achieve.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there is
Yeah.
really no limit, and I pushed myself, and I'm glad I graduated. I went back home. Mom said, "Hey, welcome back." After 2 days, mom was like, "There's one secondary school in one place like that. If you go, I know the proprietor. They will help you. Just go there, teach. They pay well." I told mom, I said, "Mom, I'm not a graduate, right? And you sent me to school to learn and also to meet people." Yes. Mom, I believe I met the right person. I don't want to do that. This is what I want to do. Please, just give me this chance. Me telling my mom, like, I've not earned a dime in tech. I was still in that learning phase.
Mm.
My mom said, okay. I was learning. I had this note. Sometimes when I look at it, it looks as if I was like someone that is mad, that is writing a lot of stuff. So that I was like JavaScript, HTML, CSS. If I don't have my laptop, I write it down so I gain mastery
Of it.
Yeah. First website I built was in 2018. That my guy that introduced me to tech came around and called me. I went to see him. I told mom that I'll be traveling. I said, okay. I spent 3 days there. I came back. That was in 2018. I came back with 50,000 naira for the website I built for him. So I showed mom. I said, "Mommy, see money from this." See, no, it's a lie. Where did you get this from? I explained, gave her breakdown of how it all started. My mom prayed for me and wished me well. This part is the most interesting part for me because I moved to Lagos a few months after I
Graduated.
yeah, months after I graduated, and dad said, "Hey, come to Lagos and get a laptop." On my way to Lagos, dad called and was like,
Who? Your dad?
yeah,
Okay.
my dad.
Okay.
Dad said, I had an emergency. Is there anyone you can stay with? Just get the laptop and go back. Because I came with this just little bag, two words. I called that my friend that, sorry, please can I stay with you for a while? Go get my laptop and just travel back. And he said, okay, no worries. We went together to go get the laptop. I spent 2 days, 3 days. The third day, I asked him, is there a possibility that for me to stay an extra time or extra days? He said he was actually thinking of it.
Hmm.
That was what he said, and I said, "Oh, in my mind, I was very happy." Why did I said, "Oh, for real? I
So
just want to
okay, so let
stay."
me get you.
Yeah,
Sorry. You mean that you when you came to Lagos, you didn't plan to stay for the amount of days that you eventually stayed. You just came to buy a laptop
yeah.
so that you head back
I head back
to the
to
house. But
my yeah,
you just told your friend, "Oh, can I stay with you?" And he said, "Okay, no problem."
yeah,
Okay.
and that was how my breakthrough in tech started. I stayed with him since 2018 till this very moment, and just for a few months, I learned PHP. I started with PHP, and I built a couple of websites, a couple of admin applications. There was a day a friend of mine called me here in Lagos, 2018. He said, "I want you to come work like in our own company." I was like, "I'm
Do you
not."
mind saying the name or
Yeah, his name is Jeffrey.
the name of the company?
You know, yeah, Ifu Technology.
Ifu.
Yeah, Ifu Technologies, and it's an education company. They build mobile applications for schools using the solution they want to solve is when it's related to security. So if you send your word say, hey, take my child to school, how do you know
Hmm.
that this child has gone to school? So with the help of a near field device and a smart card that is like an ID card, once it's hovered on that device, the parent gets notified. And when my friend called me, I've never attended an interview. I told my guys, just let's see, just give it a try. I went there, and
Hmm.
to my greatest surprise, 3 weeks before the end of my service, I got an offer letter.
Hmm.
Yeah,
In the company.
yeah,
What's the
that's
name
in
again?
company. The full technologies.
Ifu Technologies.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that was what's that? See, I met the best of the best there. Until this moment, I remain grateful, loyal to these guys, two guys. My name, Ifezino Upawe and Jeffrey Kutebe. Like I feel really emotional right now. I saw them as persons that would help me, and I didn't feel intimidated
By
since
you
they are
didn't feel intimidated by
by
what
their
they
knowledge.
by their knowledge.
Yeah, I didn't. I wanted to learn. That was where I built a couple of websites for like the solution I told you about. I built the mobile applications currently on various
For
stores.
Ifu.
Yeah, for IFU Technologies. While working for IFU, I also had an offer with an Indian company. Worked for Indian companies and also here and also UK. I currently work in a UK company, in tech company,
Remotely.
here remotely.
Okay, thank you for that beautiful one. That was such a touching story. Thank you for sharing it. I have a couple of questions, if you don't mind. In all these companies that you've mentioned
Yeah.
and you've done works for, which projects can you say you are most proud of, so that people can go and check them out to see your work?
I would start with my current company. I work as a front-end developer in a UK company called Ilerope. So Ilerope is a fintech company that does trans-border payments from UK to Nigeria, Nigeria to UK. It has been my dream to work as a software developer in the UK. I know I've worked in Nigeria and India, and I was directly involved in building the Ilero business website.
Okay.
So this website is basically it helps users to make use of our payment platform. So we notice that yes, people does their transactions from UK to Nigeria, Nigeria to UK, but we want more. So we came up with a structure, a business structure where if you buy an item, once you get that item, and you want to make payments, you make use of our platform. So yeah, I was directly involved in building that website. It's still under construction, like the admin part of it. I see it as a dream come true. I'm glad I'm part of it. Ilero, still Ilero, still
Okay.
Ilero. Ilero has a mobile application where you can make the transborder transfers. I was directly involved in building the request for money feature. Basically, if I need someone to send me £5, I can request. The person gets a mail that, hey, Charles needs you to send him this money.
Mm.
And we've also integrated a link that once you click on it, takes you to a payment platform where you can send the money and the person gets it. So I was directly involved in converting the prototypes to fully responsive mobile application.
Okay, that's beautiful. How many years have you, since you started coding, since you began this journey as a programmer?
Yeah,
How many years have you been on the journey?
I would say 5 years,
Hmm.
but 3 active years.
Okay.
So I spent 2 years learning, spent 2 years building personal projects,
Mm-hmm.
enriching myself, my knowledge, because I've got this word. I have to prepare for my opportunities.
Mm.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
spent 2 years preparing for my opportunity. Those 2 years were worth it. Not giving up. Yes, like the popular Steve Harvey said something that there is an assurance for someone that gives up. You know what the assurance is? That it would never happen.
Mm.
That dream would never come to pass. So you don't give up. You show up every day, regardless of the outcome.
Mm.
Never give up. I had this mindset that I won't give up, even though I don't know where this will lead to, but I want to get to the end of it. I tell you, I'm glad. Tech, tech helped me. Tech made me successful. Yes, and that's because I never gave up. Yeah, and also there's always a G factor. I must mention it. You worked very hard, but you also tell a divine being about your plans. That was what I did that, but I was very hardworking.
Thank you. Thank you for this. And for you who is watching this video, I hope that you have been able to take some things, some information, some key moments from his story, and I hope that you apply that in your journey as well. He said a couple of things. He said do not give up. He said meet the right people. He said mingle with the right people, ask the right questions. Even if you feel like you shouldn't ask these people, still go to them. You don't know what they could be thinking. Also, it's important to know that hard work pays. Tech is a broad field, right? And this isn't to tell you that, oh, you have to only be a programmer. There are other things, but this is just his own reality, which is very good. There are other fields in tech. You can do a product design, you can do digital marketing, a lot. You just have to put in the work. There's even data science making the rounds now. Just put in the work and go for it. There are resources online. It's open source resources actually that you can learn from. So thank you for watching this video. Bye.